What is up, A team? Welcome back. AuzSOME here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or night, depending on where you're at, but hope it is awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets. As you guys can see, the markets are definitely taking a little bit of a tumble still. The biggest question I have about, like, probably the biggest question, are we going to hit the bottom? When are we going to hit the bottom? So many things out there. Honestly, I think a lot of it is speculation as to what's going to happen here. I think there's a lot of indicators telling us where these things are going to go. Again, some people are probably more positive than others. Some people are probably more negative. But what I can tell you is that the market will not bounce back until the institutions stop selling. I mean, that's what it comes down to. You can see that big amount of money came out of the ETFs right now. I think almost literally $866 million yesterday came out from all the institutions selling on Bitcoin. That was just the Bitcoin side. But what it comes down to is that we will not stop. We will not stop feeling this until that happens. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. But I do want to say what's up to the A team before I come on here. Let's see here. We got Dave Dogzoli in the house here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Just Maui, Evan, Pipeline, Guy. Good to see you, dude. Iceman's in the house here. We got Tony Punch in the house. What's up, buddy? We got BP. We got Mike. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, dude? Eugene, Tim Shea. We got the Mayor of Crypto in the house here. What's up, my guy? We got Seiko, Griff. Good to see you. We got Deb. What's up, Deb? Good to see Deb in the house here. We got Andrew B. What's up, buddy? Mike is jacked. Austin, is it messed up? Dude, is it messed up now? Damn it. You know what's crazy is as I opened up, what happened here is that I think I opened up with OBS. I was messing around with OBS and I connected my mic, and I think that's kind of what messed up. So is it still messed up? Hopefully it's not. Even my camera is a little messed up right now. Mic is good. Okay. Yeah, my camera is a little messed up. Everything's messed up. I was messing with OBS. As you guys know, I was trying to get onto Rumble just from like this last couple days. Just to give you guys, before we jump into crypto, obviously with the whole YouTube thing coming in here with the strikes, everything like that, I've been trying to figure out another way, another avenue to obviously create, continue making crypto content without, having the channel taken down. So I was messing around with the Rumble side of it to get connected over there. And that's what I was doing. And so if my mic and or camera is messed up, it's because of OBS, damn it. You're good now. Cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, tremendous growth. Yo, what's up, Neil? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So what's up, Anthony? Good to see you, my guy. All right, so with all that, let's actually jump into it, because as you guys can see right now, the cryptocurrency market has turned red again over the last hour. We were hoping that there was going to be a nice little spike coming back here. Some of the markets looked like they were maybe turning around, maybe hitting an upward trend here, but you can see Bitcoin back into the 95,000, 95,713, Ethereum back down to the 3,169 marker. You can see XRP still holding at 230. 230 is actually pretty strong. Like I said, anywhere from 235 to roughly 225, I think, is like the area for XRP, hoping that we can hold strong right there. Obviously, BNBs fell below the 1,000 marker. Dogecoin back down to 16 cents, which is crazy to think. A lot of these things you could have actually bought back last year, similar price, right? Hedera back down to 15 cents right now, almost 11% down. A lot of things are being bled out, dude. It's quite wild to watch. I mean, Sui, and Avalanche, which were top, 15 crypto, are now significantly bleeding. Just overall, everything's down across the board, and it sucks to wake up to and see crypto down. And I think the biggest question out there is, when will we see a rebound? Some people think that we're in a bear market. The shortest bear market we had was in 2020. I think it was like 33 days. So, you don't know exactly when these bear markets are going to come back or how long they're going to stay for, when we're going to have a pump. We talked about it yesterday on stream about how Donald Trump said that in the next 5 to 6 months, we'll be at all-time highs. Basically, the economy is going to be booming. The United States will be doing great here in the next 5 to 6 months. We'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens. I just know that there's a lot of manipulation in the markets that are going on right now. Because you can see over here, the NASDAQ has jumped back 57 points today. It's kind of flat to be the most part. I mean, S&P 500 up 5 points, and the Dow's down 250. Even with strong earnings coming in, even with the AI reports coming in, obviously they have a correction. And again, I think that it's mostly just fear out of anything. I mean, they came out here and said that the AI projections, or the projection models, were, that they were projected too high, which caused the markets to go down. So they have all these great earnings, but they're like, hey, these are being inflated. The AI reports are being inflated, obviously, and that's what's going to give them the excuse to dump the markets, right? So that's basically what we're seeing here. But the cool part is if you actually go back and look at Bitcoin here, this is on the weekly here. I mean, this is a textbook. I mean, this is textbook here. If your guys aren't following this, I mean, this is exactly what happens. I mean, we have these falls right here. You can see last time we had it back over here in January 2025. We hit all-time highs and we came down for a correction. Then we came back up here. We hit all-time highs here in October. You can see we came up, we hit 126, and now we're looking for a correction here. And I mean, you can see it across the board. We had a correction here where we hit all-time highs basically in March of 2024 and came all the way down here to a low in August 2024. So we're seeing these corrections, and they're actually, I mean, I guess they're more dramatic now than they were before. But I mean, just like Bitcoin is just like the stocks, like, the stock market is built to go higher. This is the entire stock market. So you're going to have these ups and these downs, right? This is from 1928 all the way to 2025. This is the stock market, right? I can zoom in a little bit on this. I mean, it's crazy to think that like this is what Bitcoin's looking, the chart with Bitcoin looks the exact same. So like when you're looking at Bitcoin and looking at where Bitcoin's at, and you're comparing it to like kind of where the S&P 500 and the stock market's at, I mean, it's built to go up. And I think Bitcoin's going to continue to do that. And I think this is just another, another decline or another a sell off before we have a nice little pump. It's about roughly 25% down from where it's hit at 94 today. Right now, currently about 23% down. But if you go back and you look at the previous year or the previous time we dipped like this, I mean, this was back in earlier this year. We came all the way down roughly about a 32%, went down to 74,000. So, I mean, even if you say, okay, let's go down to 31%, where does that put us? And it very well could happen, dude. This 31% could happen. The 30% puts us right here in the middle of a fair value gap, which has not been filled yet. As you can see, this fair value gap here on the weekly, there's a fair value gap sitting roughly between 93,000 and 86,000. Usually we come in and we fill half that. So, I mean, Bitcoin getting down to 89,000 is definitely within the realm of possibility. I definitely think it's on the table for sure. I don't think that there's not a doubt in my mind that doesn't say that Bitcoin couldn't come down and hit 89,000. You go back and you look at Ethereum. Ethereum's in the same boat. Ethereum could come down and hit this 27 again, right? There's a nice little fair value gap that hasn't been filled right here. And everything's kind of leaning that we're going to get down to like 2,800 for ETH. We're going to get down to roughly 89,000 for Bitcoin. I mean, there's just a lot of these things out there. I think that's where the markets wanted to go. And it's that fair value gap will be filled for sure. I think so too, Travis. Like, I think that's definitely going to get filled. It's on the weekly, which is a very strong fair value gap. And so that's where this could go down to. And that puts us right at this 30% dip. And these 30% dips, I've said this before. If you've been following the channel for a long time, I've talked about these dips. You go over and you look at these previous dips over here. I mean, we're talking, 31% dip, 26% dip. I mean, you're talking about a 21. I mean, these things happen all the time. This one was 30. This one's 32. If we come down to keep matching that anywhere from 30 to 29 or anywhere in between there, I mean, we're falling right into this gap right here. So this most likely will happen. We'll probably bounce back and have a nice little bounce back from it. But I mean, I think that's where the AI bots are trading to. A majority of these things are being traded on the AI side. So, I mean, they're obviously reading these charts and they're doing their trades and they're liquidating markets right now. And we'll continue to see that. And people that, people are going to sell for whatever reason they're going to sell for. You're going to have to pay taxes on those things. Like I don't have any desire to sell. No reason to. Still up significantly where I'm at. So I'm not even sweating that. But I mean, people out there will definitely probably sell their positions for whatever reason. But, I mean, if people want to sell right now and try to catch the bottom, they could definitely do that. So what's up, Adam? Good to see you, buddy. Mustang's in the house here. What's up, my guy? Yeah, I miss, here we go. I missed, Dreams. What's up, Dreams? I feel like I haven't seen Dreams in a minute. What's up, buddy? Hope all is well, man. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to the A-Team. If Dreams gifted you a membership, please say thank you to Dreams. And those 5 new members, welcome to the A-Team. Definitely go jump up in that Discord and come kick it with us, dude. What's up, Oscar? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well, Oscar. Yeah, hopefully it fills the gaps today. Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, let's just, holding and buying the dips. That's what I think a lot of people are doing is they're holding and buying the dips here. This one doesn't really have a fair value gap to fill. This is why I think that like XRP is kind of strong when I look at this. Like if I zoom in a little bit, XRP is in a strong little position here. You can see that they built like a nice little floor or a nice little like, I guess you could say it's a floor. I mean, they built a nice little floor here at like roughly $2, but I'm hoping we stay in this 225 marker. I still have my number there. This is kind of like the area you can see right here between roughly 240 and 225 seems like the nice little area of where we're going to build out here. And I hope that's kind of where we stay. H bar is a little bit different story here. You can see that they roughly built from roughly 20 down to roughly 13. They haven't really built too much of like a floor right here. So I don't know exactly where H bar is going to go. I mean, we definitely came down and hit the bottom right here. I mean, that's kind of that's kind of a sad thing to see. You know, we came down and hit the 100 EMA right here, or yeah, the moving average came down and hit that. So yeah, just a little concerning. I mean, in all reality, if you bought into some of these things, we're accepting application. Good news, dump. Bad news, dump. Rate cuts, dump. Tariff, right? Yeah, kind of feels like everything's a dump, right? But you can see right here, crypto markets have now erased a 1.1 trillion since October 6th of this year. I mean, that's crazy to think, right? 1.1 trillion has been wiped off since October 6th. We're talking not even 8 days. 1.1 trillion has been ripped off the markets. We're right now, this is the S&P 500. We're on track to have our worst November of the S&P 500 since 2008. Obviously, 2008 being one of the largest recessions in history. You know, we had the housing crisis, the market fallout. And right now we're trending to have one of the worst S&P 500s, or at least the worst November in the history since November of 2008. So that's a long time. If you think about it, 2008 is a long time. I graduated college, you know, and looking back, it's like that's wild to think. But you can see right here, these unfortunately, you know, XRP's ETF did launch and it did really, really well. Unfortunately, the markets are not performing to the levels that we wanted to help get XRP to the levels that we wanted. But you can see right here, it pulled in roughly 250 million in day one. That's pretty crazy for the inflows of XR, for the inflows on the ETFs. To have 250 million in one day of inflows is quite phenomenal. So good to see, actually. Good to see. And that's kind of, I think, what's holding this floor right here for us, at least with XRP, you know, sitting right here right around the 232 marker, is a lot of that coming in from the ETFs. And I hope more ETFs actually open up the door and do this. So right here, extreme fear levels hit new all-time lows. You can see S&P 500 literally at a record high of 11 trading days ago. So S&P 500, 11 days ago, trading high, highest it's ever been, and now we're in extreme fear sitting at 18. I mean, it's just kind of crazy how much emotion is being played into this, right? Emotional selling is the best buying opportunity. So if you're buying, like the buy time is now in the red, the buy time is not when we're pumping, dude. So realize that these are discounted opportunities to actually come in and buy up these positions if you can, right? I mean, that's for you to decide. But I mean, these, like I said, these selling opportunities right now are technically buying opportunities for most. So why extreme fear? I think, dude, I think it's just the markets. I think people are putting a bunch of stuff out there. You know, we just had the market. We had the government open, longest government shutdown in history, just reopen. And I think that there's going to be a lot more things pushed through, but I don't know. When keeps knocking out your internet. Oh no. Oh no. You can see right here, a lot of fear came into the markets today. People were showing that Strategy was selling their Bitcoin. As you guys know, Michael Saylor and Strategy said they will never sell their Bitcoin, and Michael Saylor came out and denied selling this, and denied the rumors. And really, what it came down to is roughly 5.77 billion was moved to new custody wallets. They were not sold, but people were posting this showing that they sold. But in all reality, these were just being moved from one wallet to another wallet. Would this cause some panic in the markets, which caused Bitcoin to go down in price as well? So you can see a lot of this is being manipulated based off of people's fear, people's emotions, what people are posting, even fake posts. And you know, it kind of sucks because it can be detrimental. But you know, people did come out and show that these were just being moved to new wallets; they weren't actually being sold. So that's positive to hear. You can see that right here. Market sentiment still in fear. Crypto sentiment remains stuck at 22 today in terms of fear. But what this tells me, if you go back and look at the previous histories of when the fears came down to these levels, what happened afterwards? We went from extreme fear to greed, and if extreme greed right after. So like, this is something to at least consider when you're looking at this. Like, we're in levels that we've, you know, only hit in the last couple of years. We've only hit a couple times, and every time we've hit those, we bounce back even higher into extreme greed. So like, just realize we're almost to the bottom. We might not be to the bottom right now, but we're getting very, very close to the bottom. And you can see that based off of greed. You can see that based off of other indicators. I think this is like the time where it's like, okay, we're almost into extreme fear. And when we get into the extreme fear, that means that we've hit bottom. And we're almost there. So, I mean, maybe we'll have a little bit more of a sell-off here over the weekend. Obviously, Fridays are not the best days We know that Fridays usually are red days, so we'll see how the rest of Friday plays out. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, we'll probably we have a potential for it to come back down. People are more afraid of open government. They think it's safer if the government is shut down. They just listen to tweets. They do. A lot of people do listen to a lot of tweets, Andrew. No employment data. They said they only have half. Damn. If fundamentals haven't changed, it's just a bunch of whales trying to shake people. I think, yeah, fundamentals have not changed at all, dude. That's one thing I could agree with you, wouldn't agree with anyone on, is that I don't think fundamentals have changed at all. When you go back and you look at the fundamentals of like what the markets have been, like I point out the chart of like Bitcoin. Like this is the fundamentals of Bitcoin right here. And people are freaking out, but this is a very normal stop right here. Like I don't think that it's this is not outside the norm. Like this is not outside the norm of outside the norm of what Bitcoin usually does. This is pretty normal. But for some reason, people are out here, freaking out, and it's going to happen, dude. I've told you guys before, ignore the noise, you know, and that's just what I truly believe. Just ignore the noise and just realize that this is going to bounce back. Let the markets do what they're going to do, and eventually we'll all be sitting here in probably a couple months laughing at what happened, over the last couple weeks, if not last couple months. So people that hang on are the people that usually prosper the most, but. You can see right here, U.S. ETFs are aggressively selling Bitcoin. I told you guys this. Look at this, dude. 800. This is like one of the largest sells we've had all year. $866 million in Bitcoin sold yesterday by all the ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise. You go to Grayscale, you name it, dude. They were all selling. The only ones that did not sell yesterday, the Valkyrie doesn't really matter, and Wisdom Tree doesn't really matter because they don't really hold a ton. They hold really small amounts, but you can see that they were the only two that didn't sell, but the rest did. The rest sold everything. You go down here, look at where ETH is. For some reason, it's not showing, so let's refresh that. All right. Let's see here. Let's see if I can go to Ethereum. I think Ethereum was, look at that, 259. That's the largest this month. 259 million ETH sold by the institutions. Majority of it sold by BlackRock, 137 million. So regardless of what camp you're in, it can be argued that we are down. Yeah, HBAR ETF has now accumulated 400 million HBAR. Damn, that's a lot. Any news on XCL? I was just actually in the XCL space, dude. Like, shout out to the XCL Mafia. Shout out to the XCL space. They've actually held it down, dude. I mean, in all reality, with the markets going down the way they are, this is still sitting at almost a 400%. It's XCL is still ranked, hot 16, even though it's down right now. I mean, it's up still 400% since it launched. Like, this is still doing good. And then I went over. Obviously, you guys know I definitely staked some of my tokens here, and I was actually shocked. I mean, obviously making some rewards. But what got me, dude, is that there's already been 21 ETH moved through the protocol. So the people are using the protocol. ETH is being moved through the protocol, and rewards are being made. So hey, dude, like I said, this project launched not even 45 days ago, and it's already starting to perform some of this stuff. So shout out to XCL, dude. They've been doing a phenomenal job, and the whole community has been doing great, dude. I mean, the people going to that community have been holding on. I mean, they've had like 75 people in that space yesterday. I think they had, I think there was like 50 or 60 people in the space this morning. Like, they're holding spaces 2-3 times a day. And that's why did you sell so much XCL? Yeah, I haven't even touched XCL, dude. My wallet's still out there. Everyone can still see it. I think it's number 6 now. It's moved down in the ranking because obviously there's more things came up, but I mean, yeah, still holding XCL, still looking strong. I mean, the protocol, I think they're still working on some bugs from what I heard in the space. But I mean, like, overall, the project's looking fine to me. I mean, I think this is looking great. Still trending on the east side, still up 500 or 400% since it's launched. I mean, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good if you ask me, dude. Like, not a lot of other projects are doing this. Is there other coins like XCL? Not as of right now, dude. There's no pre-sales that I'm aware of. There's no other tokens being launched. There's nothing that I'm aware of. And there could be. Other people might have some ear to the ground, but I not that I'm aware of. I can't see the other available chats on Discord after I connected my YouTube membership. You probably got to click the little arrows to open them up. You need to look at the economy as a whole. Volume just had its worst October since 2009. Mass layoffs. The sky is not falling, but we are going lower. We very well are. We definitely might go lower. Crypto Hulk promoted at XL. Did they really? Damn, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty cool, dude. I will admit, dude. I will admit it's looking pretty good, dude. Still looks good to me. Uh, yeah. Lost Liberty, thanks so much for the $5, dude. You hear Telecoin became the first regulated digital asset bank in the US? I did not hear that. That's pretty crazy. Thanks so much for the $5 super chat. No, I did not hear that, but that's pretty badass. Telecoin isn't Telecoin the yeah? I mean that's cool. Hey, and unfortunately for a lot of these cryptos, you know what I mean, and that one, I mean, Telecoin being one of them. You know, obviously they're not doing. I mean, this fell. This used to actually be a pretty high. And then this obviously has fallen. This was ramping up here during these times, but this has fallen down pretty good, to be honest with you. But a lot of these are going to make recoveries, but I did not know that. Did not know that at all, actually. I thought that was pretty crazy today. You can see here BlackRock today moved another 136 million ETH in Coinbase today. So obviously that's going to trigger a bit of a sell off too, because now they're looking to obviously sell some more Ethereum for their ETFs. So just be prepared for that. Way to go, Tron. It's crazy how well Tron's done, dude. Tron's still ranked in the top 10 here. It barely moves. It's like a stable coin. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down. Yeah, Pure Wallet's definitely. I mean, that's coming out too, as you guys know. Pure Wallet's another one. Obviously, you guys know we're in. I mean, I think there's roughly 47 days left in the pre-sale of that one. So yeah, you know, Pure Wallet's obviously a true tech out there right now. I mean, you can actually download and use it. People are using that wallet left and right. Austin, put your new platform link in the green channel in here. I can put the name. It's getting blocked. You're talking about if my channel gets blocked, dude, Tony? Yeah, as you guys know, I signed up for Rumble. I'll probably start using Rumble at some point. As you guys know, YouTube has been taking down channels. YouTube has been putting strikes on channels. Definitely sucks. So you know you got to be careful with what you say and how you present things. So I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest. So I'll have to probably go over and mess around with Rumble a little bit more. I've been in Tesla since 2022, so I don't get sick of these crypto roller coaster rides. Yeah, I mean, Tesla's been looking pretty good to me. No, put your channel link in the chat. Oh, on Rumble. I don't think I made it live yet, dude. I don't think I made it live yet. Yeah, YouTube is still king for sure. Yeah, YouTube is still king. Like, no questions about it, dude. Like, it just sucks that I don't know. I can't name the green channel. YouTube blocked it. I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. I'm confused. I haven't used Rumble yet, bro. It looks like the same as I looked it up. It looks the same as YouTube, to be honest with you. Like they made it to almost to a T, dude. This is pretty cool right here. This said the record long preabolic phase may be nearing its end. So it's funny, you know, these are the bear markets, then it goes into the parabolic. It goes into the pre-parabolic, and then goes into the parabolic. And as you can see, I mean, we're on this cycle right now, and we haven't even hit the parabolic side of this. So like, it'll be interesting to sort of see what happens here. I mean, this has been a very long year. I mean, this is all the way back since 2014. You got the bear into the pre-parabolic to the parabolic to the bear, pre-parabolic, parabolic, bear, and then you can see right here pre-parabolic, and it continues to trend downward. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of created. It's kind of crazy how this works out. Yeah, cool cat. On October 5th, the red wick hit 125 on XRP live chart. Wonder if that was a test to the future level drop. Maybe. If I use the green channel, the R name and it gets blocked by YouTube. And gotcha. Oh, that's funny, dude. So if you type that in, it gets blocked. That's crazy. I wonder if I link it, if how it looks, dude. If I link it. Austin, I'm scared for tax harvesting in the beginning of 2026. I'd be shocked if we be Rallied. Oh, you're for the tax harvesting. Yeah, December usually is a pretty bad month, right? For that, YouTube does not allow the R name platform in here. Really? That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Just looking at the levels here, I mean, Bitcoin has a good opportunity to bounce. Like I said, I mean, if we continue this downward trend, we could probably hit into the 90, 89. There's a big fair value gap right here. We could probably come fill this fair value gap and then bounce back. You know, the crazy thing is that last time we crossed over on the MACD, we went into a massive bear cycle right here. But we gotta see where this actually falls down to. Each time we've come down to these levels, last time you can see right here, we came down and hit this level right here at about 1,000 last time, and then came down a little bit lower here, which was back over here. We came down to levels around like 600, and then 1,000. So I mean, like we have to kind of see how like this MACD works out here. Hopefully, we have a little turnaround here. We're at the very bottom here. We don't stay at the very bottom on the weeklies very long, so this could happen here in the next like week, dude. Before we might see the bottom this week. Green app, purple app. Oh, you're talking about Twitch. BTC dominance not collapsing yet is my only concern right now. Yeah, BTC dominance is still strong. BTC 95.8. Yeah, it's coming down right now. 95.7. Pretty crazy, dude. Pretty crazy. We were just like, a month ago, we were at all-time highs. Pretty wild when you start to look at it like that. Kind of crazy. I was going to post something out here. I don't know if I actually can't. Maybe it was right here. I don't know where I put it. Did you guys see that Eric Trump came out today and said that if you can't, yeah, right here, Eric Trump says stay out of crypto if you can't handle the volatility. I got a kick out of this one this morning, dude. He said, hey, if you can't handle the volatility, just get out of crypto, okay? Just get out of crypto. Where's it at here? Let's see if I can find it here real quick. Where's my tab? I don't know where my tab is on it. Which one is it? I think it's Watcher Guru. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I hate that you have to. That's one thing I don't like about StreamYard is that they make you share your tab to be able to share the volume. I hate it, dude. So here we go. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Here you go.
If you can't handle volatility, stay out of cryptocurrency and don't bother. But go into treasuries where you're going to have zero volatility, and you're going to click away at 3% returns. Go have a great time doing that, and I'll see you in 10 years. If
you he said go over to treasuries where you earn 3%. Oh shit, dude, that's so funny to me, dude. He's out here just straight clowning. Hey guys, crypto's about to bounce back. We're gonna pump so hard you won't be able to handle it. You'll be pumping and pumping. Yeah, it'll be cool, right? Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny, dude. I got a kick out of it.
If you can't handle volatility, stay out of cryptocurrency and don't bother. But go into treasuries where you're going to have zero volatility, and you're going to click away at 3% returns. Go have a great time doing that, and I'll see you in 10 years. If you can't handle,
he said, "I'll see you in 10 years, dude." If you can't handle my dad's market manipulation, the comments. If you can't handle my dad's market manipulation while my family and I short the market, then stay out of crypto. Oh, dude, that's so funny, dude. Would also like to add that the two effing rug pulls Trump pulled within 12 months of each other. These people. Oh, that's so funny, dude. The comments got me, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, so funny. People, the comments. Some of the comments just get me messed up, dude. So funny. Oh shoot, that's funny. What do you guys think about that? Do you think we should stay out of crypto? Do you think we should go to treasury bonds? What a scumbag. Easy to talk shit about diamond hands when you had Trump's money your entire life. They are rich, dude. That's for sure. No question about that. Zcash is still killing. What's up, Stan? Good to see you, buddy. Zcash is still killing today. Yeah, Zcash looks good, dude. Zcash, still sitting here up 25% over the last 24 hours, up 4% right now. I mean, yeah, people are mining the hell out of that thing right now, dude, for sure. I'm scared. What are you scared of? It's winter now. That was summer. It's winter now. That's actually pretty funny. I have a job just over broke. Yeah, the job markets have been rough, right? Hopefully, people aren't getting too beat up with their jobs. Hopefully, people are able to, hang on to their jobs. I know the job market's down, but hopefully people are Zcash and Dash pumping. Usually means all season's coming. It's been a long time since it's pumped, dude. Dude, my camera's all messed up, dude. Hold on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Exited crypto for Beanie Babies. That's actually pretty funny. You exited for Beanie Babies. It's amazing how rich you can get when you rip people off. Are you talking? Oh, you're talking about Trump. You're talking about Trump. Zoom in and out that beautiful mug. Yeah, I get my beard trimmed on Tuesday. It's getting pretty burly, dude. I know my beard's getting big, bro. Like, look at that, dude. That beard's getting burly, dude. Look at that thing. It's getting too crazy. Still at 10K with ADA since 1010 filled at. Okay, are you still in XCL? Yeah, dude. I'm still in XCL, bro. I still hold. Still holding my bag. You can see right here. I mean, my bag's down to what? 105. XCL is 105, right? 105,000 for XCL. It's crazy to think this was at 800,000 at one point. You know what I mean? It's kind of wild when you think about that. Can you believe that was up to 800,000 at one point? No shave November. I know. Don't trim. You can be Santa for backup jobs. I'd be the worst, dude. Yeah, I do not have ADA, dude. Come to Chicago. I got you, bro. All right. Chicago is that's a jaunt. That's a jaunt, bro. Not saying I wouldn't do it, but that is a jaunt. Yeah, so I think we're gonna be for XRP. We're definitely hanging around here. I was gonna put some longs, or I was gonna I was probably gonna short. I don't know what to do, dude. I've been like in the mix with BT, putting in some leverage. Been making a little bit of money here and there, dude. Trading, buying and trailing. I have like 4,481 as of now. After I moved some money around in that one. But yeah, I've been like really on the cusp of like, what do I do, dude? Do I buy? Do I sell? I get my shorting and my longing. I've been really hesitant these past couple days as to what the market's going to do. They've really got me on the fence, dude. The XRP ETF is Franklin Templeton. Okay, glad to hear you're still confident in it. XCL is going to be a monster. Yeah, I think so too, dude. I think they have. I said what I felt about XCL and the X space today. I think that they got. There's a few things that they need to do. But that's up for them to decide. I cut about 6 inches off my beard yesterday. Damn, bro. You had a long ass 6 inches, dude. You must have had a long ass beard, dude. Buy the XCL dip, guys. We'll triple your money. Are you relaying XCL also? Yeah, I think I am. I know I am. I'm a bronze right now. I didn't connect my large wallet. I didn't want to connect my large wallet. So yeah, I made about 17 XCL, which I can't claim for another 22 days. So yeah. That's crazy. 6 inches off a beard, dude. That was long, bro. That had to have been like long. Buy the XCL dib, yeah. I mean, it was trending. This was trending number 4 earlier. XCL is trending 16 now. I mean, it's still top 16 in the east side. So, I mean, can't be dogging it too much. I'm relaying 3 diamond tiers at the same time. Damn, bro. Damn, that's pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't expect this from a Friday. Fridays are typically, you know, not the greatest days for us in crypto. Usually Thursday, Friday are not the greatest days. I'm probably going to wait till Sunday to make a move to put some leverage trades in. I'm probably wait for the bottom. I think we'll probably have a little bit. We could have another sell off. I don't know. It's so hard. This market's been so hard to judge, dude, for any leverage trading. I've been on the sidelines for probably 2 weeks debating on what to do, because every time I think that I see like an indicator that tells me it's the opposite, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I've been on the opposite of it every time. So yeah, can anybody in Discord please help me with BTC solo miner? I don't know what that means. Like how to set it up, like in a pool, Adam. Yeah, once they fix the protocol, you better buy now. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to see how much money came through the protocol, dude. 21 ETH came through the protocol already. That's pretty good, dude. 21 ETH. I mean, we're sitting, what is that? Almost $100,000 went through the protocol. That's pretty freaking good, dude. Gotta hand it to him. That's a lot. That's a lot going through. That's the community. How do I connect it? How do you connect your miner, your Bitcoin miner? I think you just use your MetaMask, bro. I feel like they're gonna cap relayers at some point. Gotta get in now before they can. Oh, you're saying like, yeah, maybe you got to point that hash power in the right direction. Yeah, I think you got to connect your wallet, bro. But everything's down across the board, bro, except Zcash. Zcash still killing it out here. Can you believe that I wish I would have bought some Zcash, dude. Like looking back now, even like a month ago, dude, you could have bought Zcash at 200,000, dude. Even if you go over like right over here, back over like in September 27th, so not even a month, maybe a month and a half ago, you could have bought this for $31. You know, back in August, you could have bought it for $20. That's insane, dude. That's insane to me. It's insane to think that it got that high. Yeah, crazy, dude. Dash 2 though, not in it. Oh, is Dash killing it too? Let's take a look at Dash. Yeah, Dash is another, proof of work, right? Another proof of work blockchain out here that you can mine. Yeah, look at that thing. You could have got it for 20, went all the way up to 100. Gosh, dang, dude. That's crazy too. Do you think XRP will get back above 3? Yeah, I think eventually it will. Austin, nothing up here. Well, I think they're still, waiting for the pre-sale to end. I think there's like roughly 45 days or something like that left in the pre-sale. So I would love to see some of you trade gains, but in the context of what you actually get after taxes. It's all. I mean, at the end of the year is what you just set aside 30%, dude. If you make $1,000, set aside $333, dude. That's what you're gonna have to do. Got a higher small bag of Aster. Oh, really, dude? That's pretty good. ETH Classic. Yeah, ETH Classic, Raven. There's a ton out there. Yeah, privacy always runs when BT. That's true. That's true, Rob. Excuse me. If I was more liquid, I would consider buying more HBAR. HBAR struggled a little bit. I mean, down to 15 cents. Kind of crazy. Yeah, kind of crazy. Monero's jumped over it now. Yeah, some of these other ones have jumped over a Hedera. Yeah, some of these blockchains have struggled. Not sure why ETH Classic. It's just because it's the old fork, right? So nothing happens. It's just mineable crypto. People still make a ton of money off of Ethereum Classic, right? I mean, people still mine it. I don't even know where ETC's at. ETC, what is it? Where's it at now? 40. It's still ranked 41, dude. It's crazy. It's down over the year though. Gosh, hasn't really done a whole lot. The peak it got to 125. Yeah, ETH Classic is just an old school system, right? Can't even build on it. Nothing. But look at that over the last month. Yeah, you don't get a lot. You don't get a lot out of this one. That's for sure. It's because you can't build any smart contracts on it. But yeah, you can buy it on all the large exchanges. What about Cookie DAO? XRP needs to start rewarding its loyal holders. We'll see, dude. I don't know if they will. I don't think they care. Like, it's just a matter of I don't think they're going to come back and like drop rewards or anything. Yeah, the community over here is doing pretty good. Yeah, they're doing good. XLR's community is strong, dude. I don't care what anyone says. You can't convince me otherwise now. No way you can convince me otherwise. I read an article saying big tech stocks are dropping because of AI concerns. Yeah, that's what they're saying, that they were inflated, dude. That's what was causing to go down. Well, the other day they were saying that the AI is getting a big repricing, this option trading. So like what's happening is that they're thinking that they're like inflated. They're like inflated for any of the AIs, like Nvidia and anyone coming out with AI related is like, it's basically inflated numbers, and so it caused the market to like freak out. Where are you getting 33% short-term capital gains closer to 50? I just based off my tax where I'm at my tax brackets, dude. That's where it's at. Short-term capital gains, and where I'm paying, it's usually I'm roughly about 33%. And it's all based off of what you made the years before. So yeah, anywhere from 10 to short-term capital gains in less than 1 year is roughly anywhere from 10% to 37%. So I'm roughly around like the 33%, somewhere in that ballpark. So everyone's different. You could have a short-term capital gains at 10%, depending on where you're filing. So, the XL community on Twitter is definitely consistent. The fact they run those spaces twice daily with a good consistent amount of people is, dude, for sure. Andrew B, like the XL Mafia the space is just like insane, dude. It's awesome that they're doing that, building a huge following, huge support. It's crazy. So many communities would love to have that. So shout out to them for making that. In other words, Trump saying if you don't have extra money for whales to eat, your liquidity, go get some money. Just go live. Just got live. Are we loading up on XRP or just buying a little because it's new? XRPC, I don't even know what that is for mix. Sell. Tomorrow's the day the transaction fee goes up 100x. Miners are about to flood into mining BSV. Watch. You think so? Cool Cat? BSV? Cool Cat loves his BSV. I haven't looked at BSV in a long time, dude. But Cool Cat loves his BSV, dude. You've always talked about BSV. It's come up, dude. I mean, yeah, it's definitely up over last month. Not looking good over the last year. You think it's ever going to get back up to $400? It's crazy. Anyone that questions the community is obviously uninformed. Punch in and learn about it. Yeah, I'd agree, Mustang. What's your opinion if Bitcoin closes the week under the 50 short-term bear market? Probably short-term bear, yeah. I mean, the last time we had a bear market that was short-term, it was 33 days. So, I mean, Bitcoin's probably going to come down. Like I said, Bitcoin's probably going to come down and hit that 89. Anywhere from 92 to 89 would be nice. But I mean, obviously none of us want that. But ETH is coming down. I mean, ETH could definitely come down to this 27 mark, which would be great. Which would suck. But that's part of it. So, but yeah, whoa, that comment, Austin, get him. Oh, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's a crazy comment, bro. That's a crazy. Some of these comments are crazy, dude. Would love to see actual bottom lines with taxes included on trade. Figure it out what you're actually making and risking. That's true. That's true. I'll give you that. It'd be nice to know exactly what it is. People need money for early Black Friday. True, dude. You got to get out there and got to get out there as soon as possible and start getting your gifts for Christmas. Yeah, you did hear, but I have to go. You know what I have to go do, dude? I have to go build a closet for Fan, and it's gonna take some time. That's the but. I told Fan I was gonna put this closet for her for a long time, and I finally was like, you know what, dude? I need to set aside time and just put this closet. I already got half of it up, so I'm like, yo, I just got to go. I just got to go get it done on this Friday so that I can enjoy soccer on Saturday and just chill. High chance of BTC close below the 50-day now. Yeah, I think it could, dude, for sure. Some folks believe the BTC has to fall to 100K to facilitate new investments. It could be. These are buying opportunities for a lot of people that couldn't enter, right? I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to. People that are trying to enter at new prices. If it keeps going up, people are never going to enter. So you create these new waves to come in and for people to enter. Even the stock market lady been getting pretty red off, and on the stock market starts going down to short term bear market. Crypto is going to hit pretty hard too. Yeah, crypto's already getting hit hard. ASMR closet building. All you hear is just like drills. Zzz, zzz. But all right, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go build this closet on this Friday afternoon. Get it out of my way. Get it off my table. I will not be on tomorrow morning. The girls have soccer tomorrow. They're playing the number one team in the state tomorrow, so they start at 9 a.m. So maybe I'll have a late night. Maybe I'll have a late night stream. Maybe I'll have a later stream in the day or something like that. I'll figure it out. So, yeah, I haven't done a late night stream in a while. Maybe I'll do some late nights. Get back into the late night streaming stuff. Yeah, good luck. Appreciate that, dude. I'll send a. I'm not going to send a photo, dude. People will probably laugh at my closet building skills, so I'm not going to post a photo. I digress from that. I regret saying that. I'm a doer myself. I keep myself busy all the damn time. Yeah. Oops, I meant lately, not lady. No, you're good, Serge. So, but yeah, with all that, guys, hope you have a fantastic Friday. Yes, the markets are down. Yes, you could probably, yes, you could probably expect there to be a little bit more of a sell-off. It's kind of what they're saying here. But I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. We'll see you guys probably later this weekend. So with all that, love you guys a ton, and we're out. Peace out, everyone. Stay out of the closet. It's dark. You guys are crazy.